I just felt that I've been making steps in the right direction. It just hadn't shown up for all 4 days yet.
But then it did. It's official. After 923 winless days, many spent wandering, injured, and in search of the golf game that appeared to have deserted him, Tiger Woods is back.
I think it was a huge win for him. You look at him this year, I mean, there's been a gradual progression, hasn't there? I mean, he's got into contention at Abu Dhabi, also Pebble Beach, didn't finish it off there. The next step then was to actually get a win, and what perfect timing for him, 2 weeks before Augusta. It's probably his favourite tournament outside the majors, and there he's right where he needs to be now, going to Augusta.
Tiger Woods ended the longest drought of his golf career, more than 2 years without a victory, when he recently won the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard. For the first time since September 2009, he won an official PGA Tour event, doing so in a way that could best be described as vintage Tiger Woods. And it was a move that had been a long time coming. Over the past month, we've certainly seen hints of the Tiger of old. His birdie eagle finish for a 62 at the Honda Classic was a moment which signalled that Tiger and his favourite red shirt in the final round were forces to be feared once again. Let's not forget, though, that it hasn't all been plain sailing. Tiger was forced to withdraw from the final round of the WGC Cadillac Championship just 1 week later with the same Achilles injury that forced him to miss 2 major championships last year.
I think at the end of the day, just to play a few more holes, if you've got a little bit of pain or injury, I think he's become very gun shy and being sensitive to that. I think it's a great shame for the sponsors that he wasn't there in the last few holes of the tournament, but he's done the right thing and he's bounced right back.
Indeed, he did bounce right back. 2 weeks later, in fact, he secured his first PGA Tour victory since the 2009 BMW Championship.
It's not like winning a major championship or anything, but it certainly feels really good. This is a steady progression. This was coming. You know, I've been close a number of times, basically since Australia, and it's just had to stay the course. And we all knew that the things that we were working on were coming together, and were starting to solidify because the golf ball wasn't moving. It was just going so straight, and the ball flight's so tight. And the hardest adjustment that I've had to make is getting my distances. I'm just hitting the ball further.
Tiger's 2 under par 70 gave him a 13 under par total of 275 that was 5 strokes better than Northern Ireland's Graham McDowell, who closed with a 74. Woods moved up to 6th in the world rankings, which he last topped in October 2010. He's now the 2nd highest ranked American player after Steve Stricker. Through it all, Woods has recited the mantra that became very familiar. It was all a process. He was working his way back to where he was.
I don't think the player has changed very much in his own head. I think he did exactly at Bay Hill what he used to do in the past, which was let other people make mistakes. I'll just go ahead and play golf. If they come after me, then I'll try to get it into another gear. 2 things. One, Graham McDowell fell right into the trap early on, double bogey in the first hole. The second part of that is I don't know if Tiger has another gear. You know, remember last year at the Masters, first 9 holes perfect, second 9 holes couldn't do anything.
But 2012 looks set to be totally different. Tiger just rejoined the parade of winners in a season that's shaping up as the most competitive since his dominance of the game began in 2000. But it hasn't been without its difficulties. The former world #1 has recently had to endure much media speculation on a biographical book by his former coach, Hank Haney.
I don't think it'll get into his head, but I think he was pretty outraged about it. Having read it, it's a much better book than the extracts that were put out make it look. It's much less salacious, and it struck me as a fairly honest account of what it's like, being around Tiger.
There's lots of reasons, and to read it. Not just because of that relationship, maybe finding out, a little bit sort of behind the scenes how hard Tiger works and what he thinks. Maybe there's some insight there and something to sort of pick up on.
Distractions aside, by winning in the manner he did, Woods certainly has immediately changed the conversation, ending debate on a number of questions that have dogged him, and setting everyone's sights towards the first major of the year. Can he do it?
Well, he's always good at the Masters. he was going to be one of the favourites regardless, but probably having won last week, he probably is the favourite considering his track record around Augusta.
I really think he's got a good chance. I think he's comfortable with how he's swinging the club. Obviously, under the extreme pressure of playing in the Masters on that back nine, you need to have the confidence in your golf swing. But in the last 2 years, I think he finished fourth both times and probably wasn't at his best on either one of those occasions going into it. So obviously a lot will depend on his putting, and he can putt like Tiger of old, and I think you expect to see him right there.
Tiger feels incredibly comfortable at Augusta, and his golf game clearly suits it. So he's got all the shots that you need around there. He's got the high ball flight, he can work it right to left when he wants to. The biggest thing though is his touch, and that's what I saw last week, is his putting was brilliant. And you have to putt well at Augusta. If you putt well at Augusta, it takes the pressure off the rest of your game. That's when he's at his best, when his short game's sharp and his putting is brilliant. That's when he's very, very dangerous, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Once Woods arrives at Augusta National, he'll resume his chase of Jack Nicklaus's record of 18 major championship titles. Tiger is just 4 away.
What are we going to see at the Masters? I think we still have a lot of questions, but I don't think there's any question that he's back.